When it comes to your Achilles, what's the best warm-up for running? My name's Steph and I'm one of the physios at treatmyachilles.com, where you can get an online assessment for your injury and a personalised rehab programme. If this is something that interests you, look at the description of this video and the link to our website is in there. The basic principles for any sports warm-up are firstly to raise your body temperature and raise your heart rate so you are physically warm. When your muscles and your tendons and soft tissues are warm, they're generally more flexible and less likely to get injured. You also want to activate the muscles that you're going to be using in your activity. So for running, that's mostly your leg muscles, so that they are ready to do the activity that you're about to do. You want to mobilise your joints through a range of movement that they're going to need to be doing, so that again, they're not going to be overstretched suddenly and nothing's going to be a shock to the system. And then in terms of routine, everyone will have their own favourite routine to do, and it can help to calm your nerves in things like races if you're doing that same routine, so you can mentally prepare for the activity that you're doing as well. Finally, if it is for performance or for a race, you might want to do some faster efforts, some harder efforts to get those muscles really firing and hopefully to help you perform better. An obvious way to raise your heart rate and get the blood flowing is to do some easy jogging or running on the spot, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be non-impact, or if the weather's terrible outside, there's still things you can do inside that will get you warm. That might be just simple things such as doing some squats. That will get your legs warm for running. You could be doing split squats. That will also get your legs warm for running. You can be doing your calf raise exercises that might have been part of your rehab program. These need to not hurt, by the way, if you're going to be running. So if they're hurting, you shouldn't be running. You can do things like planks. You can do your core work, which is typically boring. So a good time to do it is when you're warming up. So it's done. Particularly things like side planks as well. That might be something that again gets neglected if you wait till later. So all of those things are likely to help you get your heart rate up and get you warm. It's probably at this point worth me pointing out that the aim of a warm-up isn't to make an existing injury that ought to rest go away. So for example, if your Achilles tendon hurts when you start running, and then actually it feels better as you carry on running, but feels worse again the following morning, that's a very typical presentation of an Achilles that actually needs to be dealt with if it's happening every single time when you run. So no warm-up routine or any amount of warming up is going to make that feel better if you're continuing to overload that tendon by perhaps running more than you should be, or at an intensity that is too much, or at a volume that is too much. So if this is the case, it's probably better at this stage to get a consultation, deal with the problem properly, and then you can worry about warm-ups when you get back to running and it isn't hurting anymore. So in summary, your warm-up is really to get things moving, get things going, get prepared, get warm. You can save your static stretches and long holds for later in the day or after exercise. There's some research to show that your performance is going to be better if you do more active and dynamic stretches in a warm-up rather than long holds. But anyway, I hope that you found this useful. There's plenty of info out there. If you need more info, then look at our website. We've got lots of articles and videos on Achilles problems and how to deal with them. But otherwise, happy running, and I hope that this has helped you.